because when you've got a training like this today that's going to help you slingshot your momentum and take your business to the next level, it's always important to, obviously capture as many notes as possible. And this orientation training, this is really the centerpiece of what it is that we do, right? I think everybody knows by now, that obviously, getting people trained whenever they first get started is so important. And today we are going to be breaking down some insights on really how to get your business off to a fast start. So really excited about today. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this. Give me another chance to pull this thing up here, and we're going to pull up this slide deck. We're going to go through this information fairly quickly. I know that everybody's time is very valuable, but want to make sure that give you the same information that really I was taught when I took a look at Riman and got started. Real briefly, I'll just share with you a little bit about my background as this slide deck's pulling up. But my background about 30 years ago, I was actually in the right place, the right time. I was very blessed 30 years ago to get introduced to this industry. Right, I was at a point in time in my life where I was really looking for a change financially. At that point in time in my life, I was working at a go-kart track, making minimum wage in high school. I was a senior in high school, and good fortune came my way whenever I got introduced to this profession. My first experience is I walked into a room and I met all these wealthy people, and I thought, man, you know what? I'd give anything to be able to be around them, right? To find out what it is they know. I thought to myself, man, I'd be willing to learn it all. I thought, hey, look, you know what? I'd be willing to do it all, right? And I got good fortune came my way when I got a chance to be able to get introduced to these amazing people. And sure enough, my dream came true. These guys coached me. They taught me the disciplines. They taught me the books to read. They taught me the changes to make, and they taught me how to make a lot of money, right? And it was just so exciting to see my life change financially and realizing that hard work pays off if you're in the right environment. So today, we're going to be talking about the orientation training for Riman. And obviously, many of you right now, you're just like I am when I got started in this profession. You want to build, a big customer base, right? We want to have tons of customers that are falling in love with our products, that just can't live without them, right? People that just keep reordering our products because they love the results they're getting. And as a result of that, obviously you create a residual income. And you and I both know, right, that obviously there's so many customers we can get ourselves, but if you build a team and you build a distribution network, you're going to be able to acquire more customers. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that, right? When I got started in this profession, I never built teams before. It's not like I took a class in school growing up on how to build teams, right? So once again, my name is Tim Merrill. I'm a national director with Riman. I'm zooming in today from sunny Southern California. And today we're going to be going over some great information. And we've got one of the top leaders here with us from Europe, going to be sharing her testimonial in a second. But real quickly, what our agenda is very simple, right? Welcome everybody to the Riman opportunity, share with you a little bit about the support system in place, how to launch your business, and some announcements of things that are happening right now in the world of Riman, right? So firstly, a little recap on what's happening. Everybody knows, right? Riman was established in 2018 out of South Korea. They did over $2.5 billion in revenues before they decided to start to expand internationally. During that time frame, they became the #1 rated K-beauty brand on the planet. Okay. They launched North America, and then they launched Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, United Kingdoms, Philippines, Japan, Spain, Ireland, Chile, obviously Italy, Colombia, Peru. We're about to, in a few days, launch Costa Rica, and I think Ecuador might be coming as well. So right now we're just growing like wildfire through a dry brush field. I mean, this thing is taken off, and everybody right now is so excited to share the products, share the opportunity. And right now, I know majority of you right now are in Europe. Right now, we have just opened up, obviously, in Europe. So you got first movers advantage. You have first movers advantage with wow factor products. You really can create some massive success. So obviously, when you think about Riman, you think about the philosophy, you think about the products, you think about the pricing, you think about the plan, you think about the people. And really, what we're going to start off with is at Riman.com, you're going to find a lot of support team, right? Your support team. And at Riman.com, this is how you're going to be able to enroll new customers. You're going to be able to enroll new distributors, obviously product orders, order management, sales management, business tools, marketing tools. Everything is right there at your fingertips, right there at Riman.com. So when you log in, you can go into your Riman, you call it, your back office, right? Or they call it your RBO, right? Which stands for Riman Back Office. When you log in, right, you put your ID number and your password, you log in, and basically it'll track everything that everything that's happening in your organization is all going to be tracked there. And you're going to be able to see real time what's happening and how far you are from the next rank. And we've got, obviously, you can customize. This is one of my favorite things. You can customize your personal mall, right? So you're going to get links when you log into your site. There's three little dots, three little lines in the right corner there. When you click on that, you're going to give you your bag links, and you're going to have your mall link, your enrollment link, your social media link, and obviously you've got that function that everybody loves, which you can create a bag, right? So I can create a bag, put products in it, send that bag to somebody, and bam, they can order those products, and it just makes it so simple. Okay, we can do country specific bags, right? So if you want to target somebody that you know, or maybe you've got somebody in Italy that you want to, share the products with, or maybe you've got somebody in another country, you can create country specific bags as well. And obviously the drive, right? If you're taking notes, you want to write this down. ExploreReman.com. ExploreReman.com. That's where the drive is. And when you go to ExploreReman.com, they're going to ask you for a password. You put in whatever password you want. Not a big deal. And bam, as soon as you put that password in, you are going to be able to access product one sheet brochures, social media materials, business tools and forums, company videos. There's so much information there at your fingertips. You could spend probably a whole afternoon just digging around there and finding out great information, right? And then obviously launching your business, that document is in there as well. That's what this document looks like. I've got a stack of them at my office, where this is really the centerpiece of what we do. Just follow the simple duplicatable system, and it creates massive amounts of success. So let's jump into it real quickly here. We're going to talk first off about what, right? Launching your business. Number one, your business plan. Obviously, when you download that form right there, you're launching your business sheet that you find in the drive. You're going to want to fill this thing out. Obviously, it says name, ID number. Hey, we all know what that is, right? That's not going to be hard for us to figure out. But we're going to probably want to put a little bit of time there on step one. Okay, is what's your short-term goals over the next 3 to 6 months with the Riman opportunity? What would you like to accomplish? What would you like to see have happen for you? Okay, that's going to be your 3 to 6 month short-term goals, and you're going to have obviously your 2 to 5 year long-term goals. That's where you're going to want to put obviously what you want to accomplish, what you want to achieve, what you want to see have happen for you over the next 2 to 5 years. And then right to the right there, there's a little area for you to put your why. And your why is really going to be your bridge over troubled waters, right? Your why is going to be what's going to keep you focused, keep you in the game. My background, I came from a very poor upbringing, was never around a lot of successful people. So when I got started in direct selling, my first why was I was driving a hand-me-down car. Actually, my brother-in-law, gentleman that married my sister, he had given me a car that was really beat up, but I was very grateful for it, right? But I still, when I was driving that car, I felt a certain way. Windshield was cracked, window didn't roll up all the way. It was kind of when it would rain in Southern California. It didn't happen often, but when it did, it would get all moldy in my car. I know now, knowing, you don't want to have mold around you. You can get all kinds of things that can happen, but the car was not very nice, right? It was kind of disgusting. But I was obviously very thankful for it. But at the time, I thought, man, I'd give anything, right, to be able to get a Mercedes-Benz. And that was a what, right? The why was because of how it made me feel, right? To drive that car, to pull up and to be proud of that car. And that was really my emotional connection. When you're younger, when you're 17 years old, though, kind of your whys might be a little bit different, right? It wasn't about becoming, financially free or financially independent. I just didn't want to feel weird driving that car. So that was what my why was, obviously, there at the beginning when I got started in this profession. So once you've got your why established there on step number one, obviously what you want to do is what, right? You want to go step number two. What's step number two? Senior manager game plan, right? Make no mistake about it. When you first get started, obviously everybody, when they get started, they want to get to senior manager as fast as possible. Once you become a senior manager, you're locked in at senior manager. You're never going to get manager pay. You're never going to get planner pay. You're locked in at that senior manager rank. Okay. Now, obviously you can still advance to team leader, but you can't fall out of senior manager rank. Meaning what? It's a milestone rank. Manager and senior manager are milestone ranks. As soon as you hit it, you get it, and then you never fall back, right? You can only move forward. So you want to set that goal date. Okay. Right now, we'll talk about in a little bit how we have a promotion going on right now this month. And if you get started in the month of July and you hit senior manager within 30 days of your start date, and you hit senior manager within 30 days of your start date, you're going to earn a $300 bonus. And if you sponsor somebody that becomes a senior manager within 30 days of their start date, you're going to earn a $200 bonus. So if you sponsor somebody directly that gets senior manager and they achieve that, within 30 days of their start date with a start date in July, guess what, right? You're going to earn $200 for doing that. They're going to earn 300. Obviously, you're not wealthy or financially free at $200 or $300, but you always want to make sure that you pick up every bonus available. Gives you more an incentive to do it, to make it happen. And if you can hit it in 90 days, you can hit it in what? 30 days, right? Everybody knows that. So when you hit senior manager, you're going to get 25% commissions plus your senior manager commissions of 5%. 25 plus 5 equals 30. So a lot of times we just say 30. Why do we say 30? Because we all know 25 plus 5 is 30. Okay, so that's why we say that. Goal date, achievement date, set that goal. You haven't hit senior manager yet. You want to get laser focused. Let's get that done. Once you get that done, you're going to be feeling great. Okay, you're going to be feeling amazing. So senior manager is the game plan. Let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. Okay, let's talk about this senior manager game plan for a second. Now, you want to, how you achieve senior manager is you accumulate 6,000 sales points. Okay, as soon as you possibly can. But you want to do it within a 3-month period. Okay, what does that mean, right? If you're getting started in the month of July, right? Whenever you get started in the month of July, July's month 1, obviously August, and then September. And then obviously after September, in October, whatever happened in July, that volume would fall off. So they give you a rolling 3 months. Now, we all know it doesn't take 3 months to do it. Yeah, you can do it as fast as you want. It's a decision. Okay? With the incentive right now available to get it done in 30 days, you're going to see people that would have done it in 90, right? Would have done it in 3 months, do it in 1 month. Okay. So you want to realize how you do that is 2,000 sales points. And every product that we promote, every product that we buy or sell, we're going to get paid. There's going to be sales points attached to it. When we sponsor somebody on level 1, meaning let's say you called me up, said, "Hey, Tim, got excited about this business. I'm looking into it. Thursday, at 6 p.m. UK time, we're going to be doing a call with this lady named Abigail Meister. Jump on the Zoom. I get on the Zoom. I see what's going on. I get started. I would be your level 1, right? Because you introduced me to it. Whatever I buy or sell is going to count towards your 6,000 as well. Okay. So you can count personal volume and you can count level 1 volume. And you can count up to 50% from one recruit. Meaning what? Meaning if you recruit me, right, and I go out there and I get 6,000 sales points myself personally, you can count 3,000 of that towards your 6,000. Very easy to understand, okay? Every month as a senior manager, we want to make sure we get our 3 active customers to release commissions, okay? For any reason that doesn't happen in a given month, don't worry. Those commissions don't disappear, right? It's not breakage to the company. That commission will obviously carry forward to the following month, okay? So senior manager commissions, obviously personal first, obviously you're going to get personal and first level. Obviously, we talked about it. Anything you personally buy or sell, you're going to get 30% rebate or 30% commissions, unlimited levels, obviously on your 5% override, okay, down to the next senior manager. We call that open line. We'll talk about that in a second. Also, you're going to be able to do what? Unlock 4 levels of unilevel. Okay, every month that you got 1,000 in personal sales points and 10 lifetime customers. So we want to make sure that every month as a senior manager, we're unlocking our unilevel. We're creating a culture within our team where everybody does what? Bam, unlocks that unilevel, right? Now, we've also got a retail bonus available, right, where you can earn an additional 5 to 10% on your retail customers. And then obviously the rebate program, when we personally buy products, we obviously get a rebate from that. That's senior manager. Here's a little bit of a visual of what it looks like. That's you on top there as a senior manager. Riman, you're getting 30% of whatever you buy or sell. You're going to get a 30% rebate or 30% commission, right? Obviously, there to the left, it says a customer. You're going to get anywhere between 30 to 40% on that customer. Now, why 40%? Remember, we talked about that top retailer bonus that you can unlock, right? By getting 2,000 or 4,000 personal volume a month. That's kind of the super seller bonus, right? I call that. When you personally enroll a planner, okay, you're going to get a 10% override on whatever that planner buys or sells. When you sponsor a brand new a manager, when somebody's a manager, you're going to get 10% of whatever they buy or sell, level 1. And then obviously senior manager, when you sponsor senior manager, you're going to get 5%. That's on the differential. If you unlock the unilevel, you're going to get an additional 5% on level 1, 5% on level 2, 3% on level 3, and 3% on level 4. So those levels are basically when you introduce me to the opportunity, I'm your level 1. When I introduce somebody to the opportunity, that'll be your level 2. When they introduce somebody, that'll be your level 3. So you can build a distribution channel. you can build a team and leverage your time. You can leverage your time and leverage your income. We're going to talk a little bit about what that looks like here today and encourage each of you to be able to make that happen. Okay. Now, the highlight, obviously, everybody knows when you get to team leader, you unlock some serious, substantial income that's available to you if you're willing to put in the effort. How do you become a team leader? Let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. Okay. You want to accumulate 50,000 in sales points over a 5-month period. Okay. Now you can do it as soon as you want. Okay. You can do 50,000 your first month. You don't have to wait 5 months. But once you've accumulated 50,000 in sales points in your entire organization, okay, no more than 25,000 can be counted from one single line. So say you bring me in, right, as your level 1, and I go out there and I put in 50,000 in sales points in my team. I'm on your team too because you introduced me. You can count 25,000 of my 50,000, obviously, towards your 50,000 qualification. Okay. Now we want to have minimum of 3 senior manager legs, right? Three senior managers in 3 separate lines. Now, what I teach on my team and why I think we've been able to achieve a lot of success in the Riman opportunities because we teach 10. We teach 10. We don't teach 3, right? Because we teach people don't make your minimums your maximum. Okay. So even if you've got 3 or 4 senior managers right now, if you were working with me, I would tell you, hey, look, we got to get your 10. Right? We got to get your 10. You know, you might be team leader now. Let's get your 10 dialed in. We're going to help everybody do that. Right. Now, you want to set a goal date for this. And then obviously your achievement date. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about what that income looks like once you unlock that team leader position. Okay. Now, team leader is very exciting, right? Because obviously how you do that, you know, is 50,000 in sales points over a 5-month period. That averages out to be what? Right? 10,000 a month. Okay. Now, once you achieve obviously the team leader position, right? Every month you want to maintain a minimum of 10,000 in sales points. But once again, you never want to make your minimums your what? Your maximum. Okay. You want to make sure you're always building new lines. You're always creating new success stories as a team leader. You really want to stay in phase 1, right? I tell people the first year, the second year, third year, even you want to be doing what, right? Getting customers, getting customer getters, right? Getting customers, getting customer getters. Keep it simple, you know, find people to talk to and talk to. Okay. Now, monthly to be able to release commissions. Every month it's 5 active customers. What that simply means is what? Basically 5 customers, right? 5 individual accounts that order from you, no minimum required for that. And you want to make sure, obviously, every month as a team leader, you get that done. Team leader commissions, right? We get unlimited team leader group, right? So you're going to get basically 40% based on any customers that you get, you acquire yourself, right? 40% rebate, 40% commission, 40% commission on what you sell, 40% rebate on what you buy, right? You also unlock 3 generations of leadership match, okay? It's going to be all the way up 10 to 40%. Okay. You're going to unlock your 6 levels of unilevel pay. As long as you get that 1,000 sales points a month and those minimum 10 customers, everybody wants to make sure no matter what, we create that culture of unilevel every month, unilevel. You build big organization. It's going to be those little seeds that you plant at the beginning, right? It's going to be those little seeds you plant at the beginning about creating a culture and doing it the right way. Obviously the top retailer bonus is available as well. Let's break this thing down a little bit more so you can get a visual of it, okay? We get you to team leader. It's where you want to be. You want to have your eyes locked in at team leader. We're going to hear from one of the top team leaders today. Here's what I want to share with you, right? When you get a customer, you're going to make anywhere between 40 to 50% on that customer, okay? Obviously, the bonus points of that customer. When you sign up a planner, right, you're going to get what? Right? You're going to get 30% on what? Right? Whatever they sell or buy, right? The sales points, the business points of whatever they sell or buy. Now, whenever they introduce a planner, right, you're going to earn 25%. So you're going to get anywhere between 5 to 25% on your entire organization through obviously what we call differential payout, okay? And all the way down to the next team leader. So there's a substantial override available there at that rank. And then obviously unlocking that, you know, your 6 levels of unilevel is some serious money, okay? So that's where we want to get to, right? As a manager and as a planner, you unlock levels 1 and 2. 5%. As a senior manager, you unlock what? Levels 3 and 4. And then obviously we all know as a team leader, we unlock levels 5 and 6. So there's a lot of money there in that unilevel. You want to get into the habit and the culture of every month setting your goal. Make sure you're getting 1,000 in sales points, that you're sharing the products, that you're letting people know about the benefits of the Riman products, what the Riman products can really do for them, right? And you create that culture in your organization of everybody obviously getting 1,000 in sales points. It'll drive their commissions. It'll drive obviously your overrides, and it just drives the right behavior. Okay. So how do you become a senior? How do you become a team leader? Obviously, right? We teach people you want to become a senior manager factory, right? Everybody knows you want to create senior manager, senior manager, senior manager, senior manager. Getting everybody started in your organization. When somebody gets started, lock arms with them, right? Work with them day and night to get them wrapped up as a senior manager, making sure that they have their eyes locked in at that rank, and that you obviously, lock arms with them and make sure that we get them to that senior manager rank. This example here shows 9. Usually not going to take 9 senior managers for you to be a team leader, but you do it brick by brick, inch by inch, right? I guess inches aren't something that we've got going on in Europe. So basically an inch, you can't really, I don't know what that is in centimeters or whatever, but you want to make sure it's just little by little, right? Little by little, brick by brick. That's how you want to build this thing. One senior manager at a time, one senior manager at a time, one senior manager at a time. And obviously you want to get a minimum of 3 legs. Obviously I teach 10 because I teach people don't make your minimums your maximums. Okay. So obviously duplication of senior managers is the fastest way to become a team leader. Hardest way to become a team leader is trying to focus on team leader. But if you focus in on your new people and helping them achieve success, your success is going to be a lot more simple, right? And we're going to hear from one of the top team leaders right now in Europe here in a little bit. So real quickly, I'm going to walk through this launch your business commitment to action. This is obviously the most important thing. Commitment is everything. I think everybody would agree with that, right? You always want to make a commitment in anything that you do, right? If you're going to, whatever you decide, hey, I'm going to do this, guess what you want to do, right? You want to make a commitment. So how do we make a commitment? We want to schedule our K pop-ups, right? We want to have so what's a K pop-up? What's a K pop-up? K pop-up is simply this: getting some people together in your living room and introducing them to the products, okay? When do you want to do those? Well, it depends on what you want to get out of it, right? When I work with people, I tell them within the first 24 to 48 hours. Why? Why would you want to do it that fast? Because it'll duplicate. Whatever you do, duplicate. So if I call somebody up and I say, hey, whatever you got going on, cancel, come over here. I got to show you this stuff I got. It's really exciting, man. You're going to love it. And I just get people over to my house right away. They're going to do the same thing with their people. But if I call somebody up and say, hey, I've got something going on in my house in 3 weeks, schedule your time to come over here. I got something coming up in a week, something like that. If I tell people a week and then they get started, they're going to tell people a week, and then they get people started. They're going to tell their people a week. Well, when you start building it week by week, right, you're going to build a weak organization, right? You want to build a fast moving organization. So don't hesitate, right? Who can you get over to your house in the next 24 to 48 hours? Think about that. Who is somebody you can get over to your house in the next 24 to 48 hours? Man, we're talking about a K pop-up right now. For me, I'm the type of person, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it fast. Why? Because my mentor told me from the very beginning, right? It's all about speed and exposure. It's about making it happen fast. So I just tell people 2 dates, right? Usually a weekend, weekday. And then what you want to do is what? You want to construct that list. What's that list, right? Your list to me is my inventory, okay? My list is my inventory. It tells me who I'm working on talking to, who I need to follow up with, who I need to get started in the opportunity. We want to create our product story. We want to create our business story, but take your before and afters. Your first orientation date, that would be today. The next presentation that we've got going on is going to be Thursday at 6 p.m. UK time. So if you're in UK in London, that next presentation we've got going on is going to be Abigail Meisters, one of the top directors in all of America. And she's also building a great organization in Europe. Team events that are going on, your first training, your first convention, right? If you're coming to the convention in Vegas, coming up August 7th, 8th, and 9th, you want to make sure you're obviously there for that. If you are able to make the trip. And I think, the lady today that we're going to hear from, she was at the last convention, and she'll tell you firsthand how that was such a big difference maker for her and her success. So starter kits for July, you're going to see these starter kits right here. The ones in green, I want to highlight those. Why are those so important? Because you'll notice it comes with 1,000 in sales points. The advanced one comes with 1,000 sales points. The business one comes with 1,500 sales points. Now, why is sales points important? Because remember, for us to become a senior manager, how many do we need? Right? We all know, right? We need 6,000. Okay. So realizing that if I get started with 1,000 point set and I introduce 5 people to do the same thing, that'll get me to 6,000. Okay. But it's also 1,000 is going to unlock your unit level pay. So, you get started with one of these packs, get your 10 lifetime customers as soon as you get this pack. Your sponsor will help you do that fast. You set up your 10 accounts and bam, you've already unlocked your unit level. Okay. Just by getting started here with this set for the first month. Okay. Now business set 1,500. When I got started, I got four of these. People always ask me, say, man, why'd you get four of those? Because I needed product, right? I'm the type of guy, like I said, I'm going to do it fast. I'm going to do it quick. In that first weekend, we had people just coming over to my house nonstop, right? We got started and it was like, get over here, get over here, get over here. Something big's about to happen. You got to get over here, drive to my house right now. And then they would see what's going on. They get excited. I go grab your friends right now, bring them over here right now, go fill your car up with people. And we just went speed and exposure all weekend long, right? All my products were already gone by the end of the first weekend, right? People wanted to buy them. People want to get their hands on them because they were getting started and they didn't want to wait for their products. So what I tell people is there's something that we teach in our organization. It's called beat your box. What does that mean? Before your box of products comes, right, you want to have a pop-up, okay? It's called beat your box. You have a pop-up before your products come, okay? Guess what's going to happen? Your organization is going to take on that same type of attitude, that same type of concept, that same type of mindset, and your organization is going to grow a lot faster. So these are the three sets. There's nothing wrong with the basic set. That's usually for somebody that just wants to be a customer. The basic set's not very popular. The majority of people get the business set, by far the most popular, because they want to get to senior manager as fast as possible. Make a commitment. I mean, if you're going to do it, typical businesses in America, many of you know, the average small business in America is about $450,000, right? 450 US dollars, 450,000 US dollars. And, you know, the majority of those businesses profit after 4 years, if they are profitable, about on average 5 to 7%. I think it's actually 4 to 7%, but let's just say 5 to 7%. Right, you get started in Riman, you're profiting 10% as a planner right out the gate. You hit manager, you're at 20%. You hit senior manager at what? 30%. So there's a lot of money on the table from a profit standpoint by us just doing the right thing and the right activity. So get started wherever you feel confident or comfortable. Okay, gonna remember whatever you do is gonna duplicate. So if you get started and you get your toe in the water with a basic set, typically what's gonna happen is other people are gonna do the same. Now, remember, if you do the math on that, that's 300 sales points. You just got to sponsor 19 people at 300 to get to 6,000. So it's obviously, it makes a lot more sense to get a bigger package, right? To get started, to equip yourself with the product so you can build your business faster. But once again, you get started wherever you feel confident. Like I said, I got 1,500 sets because I knew I needed the product. And also I knew that it would also make me a senior manager right out of the gates. Okay. So let's talk a little bit more about this. Look at the differences. The before and after pictures, you know, some people say, you know, picture's worth 1,000 words, right? And I think, you know, definitely a picture's worth one word, right? And with these, it's wow, right? Whoa, or wow. You know, that's what people say. So the before and afters, you want to make sure you're getting the before and after pictures taken. You know, people, they just get blown away by the results of their products, what they do for them. So you want to make sure you take your before and afters. Obviously, a couple things that are happening right now, a couple promotions. Okay, we all know this Thursday, you want to mark your calendars now, right now, and realize July 16th, okay, we got Abigail Meister. She's going to be doing an overview for you, right? So anybody that you know that speaks English in Europe, anywhere in Europe, it doesn't matter, you want to get them on that call, right? You want to, you know, anybody that you've already been talking to about the Riman opportunity that maybe hasn't gotten started yet, maybe they have got started, right? We want to get them on this call with Abigail. She's absolutely on fire in Riman. Consistent top producers, got one of the biggest organizations in all of America. She's going to be sharing the Riman opportunity for you, helping you build your business, right? I love that. I love the fact that everybody works together. So here's the bonus I talked a little bit about earlier. You get started in the month of July. What happens? You get started in the month of July, you're going to guess what? As long as you get to senior manager within 30 days of your start date, you're going to earn a $300 bonus. Now, if you sponsor somebody that does that, guess what? You're going to earn a $200 bonus. So how many people do you want to sponsor and help get that bonus? You see that? I mean, it's really a no-brainer, right? You want to make a decision to go ahead and get that done, okay? And obviously, the convention's coming up. We're going to all be together in North America, August 7th, 8th, and 9th at the MGM Grand. You want to get out there for that. Tickets right now are only $169 for that event, okay? Obviously, we all want to get out there for that event. We're expanding, internationally like never before. We've got Costa Rica and Ecuador and Latin America about to open up this month. We got France, Romania, and Germany right around the corners in Europe about to open up. In Asia, we've got Australia and Thailand that are about to open up. So right now, we're growing like wildfire, as many of you know, through a dry brush field. So the timing is now. You've never been able to be in the right place at the right time like this. So right now, what I want to do is I want to introduce you right now and hear from a special testimonial. We talk about people that are just absolutely on fire. And I want to introduce you to this lady because she is on fire. such a powerful leader, dynamic leader, biggest heart, and she doesn't mess around. I'll tell you right now, she came into Riman, just lit herself on fire and just took off with this thing. So she's going to share with you a little bit about her background, how I think her first month as a team leader became the number one producing team leader in all of Europe. She's going to share with you a little bit about what she's doing right now and really get everybody a little bit inspired. So Elizabeth, we appreciate your time. We appreciate you joining us and can't wait to hear some insight from you on what you're doing to make everything work so well.
Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth Sobon, and thank you so much, Timothy, for inviting me today. It's a absolutely real pleasure. I'm with Riman for 10 months right now, so it's absolutely excellent journey, I would say. We met in person by the end of March in Los Angeles, and I had a chance to speak with you. That was also kind of wow, excitement, because I know that you are on the top of that list of national directors, and this is absolutely wonderful feeling to just touch someone who is already there when I'm going together with my team. That's amazing. So I've been in network marketing business since 2012. I also run traditional businesses, but this specifically took my heart. I'm with Riman for 1000%. So I'm just running at the moment lots of business meetings, business awareness in Europe. I live in UK, but originally I'm Polish girl. So at the moment, I'm on the tour in Europe. So I'm building serious business, brand awareness, and this is something what my team already like it. I see Anna Budek. She's one of my top leaders here. So thank you as well. Nice to see you, Anna. Coming to beauty industry, I have very high standards because I'm also beauty trainer. I train spas and beauty salons. I'm also judge in massage industry for in the international championship. So I know the quality of the products, and what impressed me the most in Riemann is the quality of the products, the philosophy, and also the the philosophy behind the brand and the focus on long-term skin health rather than quick fixes. And I know that we can change not only faces, but our wallets with this company. So it's amazing. So I love everything about Riemann right now. Every day is a good day to meet new people. Every day is a good day to support my team. And every day is a moment to just see people who are successful, who are inspiration, like Timothy right now for me. So thank you so much. What I would say, convention in Los Angeles gave me also the kind of feeling that these people really are involved in this business seriously. They earn this money. They are just spreading the information globally as well. And there's lots of women who are very successful. And I like this female leadership. There's so many girls, the same as you, like me, who want to be in different type of lifestyle, on a certain level in life and be absolutely free in terms of finances. So this is something what I absolutely love about this company, because skincare is something we love. And this one specific because I dive into the ingredients, and from my expert beauty point, I know this is something very unique. Nobody has it, this kind of patents in the entire world. And we have a kind of diamonds and golds in our hands, I would say. What to do and how to expand your business. I'm expanding right now Europe. So I'm meeting lots of fantastic entrepreneurs at the moment. So they are impressed in Riemann, but because they never seen an offer like that on the market. And we can easily say that we are first company on the entire world where we cannot compare to any other business like that. And with this type of the best and top quality skincare. With my team, I'm building 30 kind of diamond direct invited people. So from that, we are going, as Tim mentioned, to build a successful senior managers. In my organization already, through that process came 2 team leaders, and three more will come by the end of August. So this is something what is really impressive, because people like to be involved in something serious, like to be in a community, and like to be not only involved in the Zooms, but meet on live. And also, Anna is one of the girls. I'm building the team. So we are spreading all information through K-pop-up parties. They are very important. Also, very important is to meet people directly and just know their focus, the dreams, and just design specific structure and strategy for them personally and work with the best team, the best people who show up their attitude, their kind of commitment to work with them, to build them as leaders, to build independent organization as people can take from you, which means duplicate a single job when you like a little presentation, like something what they can start doing by themselves in a very short period of time. This is not a business which all constantly rely on us. We need to just teach people to become a successful business owner. As long as you will say, Riman, this is my company. I'm this company. And recently I had a question. Show me the best people in Europe, the kind of as an example. And I said, actually, this is all the community we are building because we are at the moment Riemann in Europe. We are building the history. This is something what people in a 1 year time will say, oh, I know that girl was that time, talking about this business. And we are a real example of this what we are doing and how we look, how we perform, how we behave, our values, and also that we don't give up is an example for people who will join us. So you will see this kind of people in your organization, how you will perform yourself. They will say, listen, I would love to be like her. I would love to join her organization because I feel I can learn something. I can be somebody else. I can be successful. Finally, I will earn more money because, together is better. When we build together the community, you feel that you are not alone. And this is something what is the best for your new team members to show them, that you are not alone. We have a platform with all the informations. We have as Timothy said, we have the drive, company drive, when you can get all the information from. You can give a call to someone who is your upline. This is something what people would like to know. Obviously, in our businesses, there are lots of people who are joining from network marketing because our business plan is very good. And also products, they are amazing. And we are the one company in the entire world who has got this kind of patented products. That's why people, they can start quickly because it's easy, as Timothy said. You produce senior managers. From that level of the senior managers, they will become quickly team leaders because the people they are kind of hungry. They would like to do exactly what you do. So be an example for your team. Do every day your job. Be consistent. Smile every day and meet new people every day. And every day support your team. So this is something what I can share.
Hey, thank you so much. This was so exciting. I just love listening to you, and you see your enthusiasm, it's your excitement, and that's really the most important thing for people to realize, right? Excitement, enthusiasm is the most contagious of all human emotions, right? So when we're excited and we're passionate about what we're doing and where we're going, people are going to be attracted to us like a magnet on steroids, and you're the one, right? I mean, you're literally living proof. You get excited and passionate, people are going to want to be a part of where you're going. And that's what's happening right now. So I'm excited. I appreciate you carving out some time, Elizabeth, to join us. Congratulations on all your success. I know we're just getting started. Can't wait for you to become a director. I know right now that's your laser being focused on becoming a director and helping so many people achieve massive success. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning for all of us. So let's make a decision and make a commitment right now that says, hey, this is my time. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to become a success. Over, under, through. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to open up my mouth and I'm going to start flapping my lips. I'm going to find people to talk to and I'm going to talk to them. I mean, that's all we're doing, right? Find people to talk to and talk to them, right? Keep it super simple. I share like never before. Let's give it everything we got. Let's load up Thursday's call. It's going to be powerful, right? Abigail's a great presenter, powerful leader, and she cares so much about everybody's success. So let's load it up. I appreciate everybody carving out some time. Let's make it happen. Elizabeth, thanks again for joining us. Congratulations on all your success. And I know we're just getting started. So let's make it happen, everybody. See you back Thursday. Keep up the great work, and we'll see everybody back on the Thursday night call. Thank you so much.